With the Faroe Islands being a self-governing archipelago in the North Atlantic Ocean, here are 5 facts about the Faroe Islands. Welcome back, guys. My name is Sebastian. I'll be doing the Faroe Islands. We're doing this again, and we're in the same spot as we were from Svalbard. So it's just me again. So let's get to the facts. Fact number 1. The Faroese language is mostly similar to Icelandic and now extinct Old Norse language. English is also widely spoken, especially among the younger people. Fact number 2. The Faroese drink in sheepens, known as the Key Club, set up in secret when alcohol was banned on the islands. These dens were so popular they stayed open when the prohibition ended. There is an Irish pub called, I'm sorry if I say this wrong, it's Ingenevitably, and is said to be the best serving beer on the islands. Fact number 3. The Faroe Islands are not far from the southern end of the Arctic Circle. Considered their high latitude, the islands are not as cold as you might expect, with an average temperature of 3 Celsius in winter and 11 Celsius in summer. Fact number 4. The Faroe Islands formed of volcanic activity 3 million years ago is now a new cultural melting pot with only 77 nationalities among its population of only 48,000. And here's an extra fact. There are only 3 traffic lights on the Faroe Islands, and all in their capital, which is Tórshavn, and are very close to each other. Fact number 5. The origins of the Faroe Islands. I know I did a story on 2 episodes, or 2 videos, and I know they're like a Norse origins, but I found it interesting, so let's get to the story. The earliest text which has been claimed to the description of the Faroe Islands was written by an Irish monk in the Frankish kingdom named Diculi, who around 825 AD described certain islands in the north in Liber Demon Sora Orbis Terrae. Dicul had met a man worthy of trust, who related to his master, the Abbot Sweetney, now has landed on the Faroe Islands after having navigated 2 days and a summer night in a light vessel of 2 banks of Ars. Norse settlement of the Faroe Islands is recorded in the Føroyinga saga, whose original manuscript is lost. Portions of the tale were inscripted in 3 other sagas such as Flateyjarbók, Saga Ólafur Tryggvason, and AM62 Falm. Similar to other sagas, the historical credibility of the Føroyinga saga is highly questioned. Both the saga of Ólafur Tryggvason and Flateyjarbók claim that Gurmur Kamban was the first man to discover the Faroe Islands. The 2 sources disagree, however, on the year in which he left and the circumstances of his departure. Flateyjarbók details the immigration of Gurmur Kamban as sometime during a raid of Harald Harfagr between 872 to 930 CE. The saga of Ólafur Tryggvason indicates that Kamban was residing in the Faroes long before the rule of Harald Harfagr and other Norses were driven to the Faroe Islands due to his chaotic rule. This mass migration to the Faroe Islands shows a prior knowledge of Viking settlements, locations, further the claim of Gurmur Kamban's settlement much earlier. While Kamban is recognized as the first Viking settler of the Faroe Islands, his surname is Gaelic origins. Writings from the paper and Order of the Irish Monks shows that they left the Faroe Islands due to ongoing Viking raids. You know, every time I read a story, it's always coming up dramatic at the end. Let's get to the bonus fact. And here's a bonus fact. The Faroe Islands lie northwest of Scotland and halfway between Iceland and Norway. It is composed of 18 individual islands covering 545 square miles, 70 miles long, and 46 miles wide, roughly in the shape of an arrowhead, and on the islands you are never more than 3 miles from the ocean. Watching, guys, for Facts by Reza. Leave a like and subscribe button. We'll see you next week.